Oh, sorry. There we go. Now hear us.
So
Switch
post
our
and
audio background. We're here. Some technical difficulties, but we got here. Hello, everyone.
we made it, everyone.
Those
Hey,
confidence.
everybody.
Nice. I keep leaning away because my face
Welcome,
is
everyone,
fried.
today for another episode or live stream for Good Clean Commander. We are joined with some
Yes.
special, awesome friends here. Some friends from the Urcast. So, if we want to go around, talk about our commanders, who we're playing, what they do, and if you want to plug yourself as well, where people can find you, what kind of content you make, all that will be wonderful. So, we want to start with Corey. You want to go first? Talk about your commander.
I was strategically placed last for this specific reason. What's going on, guys? It's Corey from the Urcast. We make a podcast talking about just various magic shenanigans and stuff. Tonight I'll be running Kaervek the Merciless. So, like every frat boy named Bryson going down to Cancun for spring break, prepare to get burned. So it's going to be a lot of burn synergies and just group slug.
Cole, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, hey guys. I'm Bryson. I'm from at spring break. I'm just kidding. I'm Cole from the Urcast with Corey. For your spot for Friday Night Magic and EDH content on Spotify, all sorts of podcast hosting websites. I'm going to be playing Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider. So this is a lot of like legendary lands and legendary artifacts. It has a little bit of graveyard synergy. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Nice. And I'll go while Ash shuffles away here. Y'all know who I am, obviously. But I'll tell you who I'm playing today, because I don't think I've actually played this deck on camera before. This is my Nashi Moon's Legacy deck. It's a Legends. There's not really much rat stuff going on. It's all Legends. It's a ton of fun and has become one of my favorite decks. So I'm very excited to play it. Lots of graveyard stuff. We love graveyard. And we do have a special guest here while Ashley still shuffles. Because he will not leave me alone. This is Mario.
I thought that was your segue to Ashley. We have a special guest here. You know her, you love her.
No, I'm vamping to give her a chance to shuffle. This is Mario, and he has been jumping at my feet for the last 20 minutes while we set up. So,
Just for some
do you have
reason,
anything to say?
OBS
Nothing.
is like reverse mirroring where my stuff is. So this is actually the left side. That's tripping me up.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
Oh, are your cards going to be mirrored?
Yeah, they
don't-
can be backwards.
We'll see. Doesn't.
Ooh,
Oh, it
it's-
is. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You need that one Viscera Seer that is in your
Right. Let me
Love you
see
dearly.
why that is. Oh my goodness. Today, friends, if you haven't noticed, technology's not been my friend.
It has
Let's
been an uphill battle for all of us tonight, but we made it.
do that. And then I think if I
And then if we flip video, there we go. Oh.
flip video, and then I'll flip
Oh, but now
my
you're-
stupid face.
I mean, being
Stupid-
upside down is kind of funny.
There.
There you go. Perfect.
Hacks. Inception, some might say.
Here. Even in solidarity and for continuity, let me just bring myself over here.
All right, I'll introduce my friend here in a second.
I actually think this is like a natural EDH pod. Like, you're looking at us, we're looking at you.
Okay. Here we are, friends. We got it all figured out finally. I had some issues with my audio creating static white noise, which I don't think any of y'all wanted to have that in your ear holes tonight, especially on this beautiful Friday. But I am rocking Massacre Girl, Known Killer. They're 4 CMC, have menace, creatures you control have wither, and that means that instead of dealing damage, I'm going to be putting -1 counters on shenanigans. Obviously, I deal damage to players' faces, but their creatures get -1 counters. Then, on top of that, if a creature an opponent controlled dies, its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. So basically, I want things that have -1 counter synergies or anything that adds like minus effects to get, my commander's trigger to draw a card. So shenanigans will be had. There we go. Is that a good description?
That was amazing.
I feel like it's a better
we
description than we gave.
right. I mean, it didn't involve Cancun, but you know. So if
Not
everyone has
much does.
D20, we will roll to see who goes first.
Yes. I'm gonna eat
And
some
I
of
actually
my
have a
dinner.
proper D20.
Will you roll for me, Ken?
I
don't
will.
have a D20
I will
on
roll
me.
for you. Let me re-roll that one. Okay, this will be my roll first. Do a little roll. I got a 12.
Oh,
Now,
what's up?
Ashley's roll.
I too got a 12.
Ashley got a nat 20.
What's up, Lady Bells 2018? Thanks for the follow. Right when I was mid-bite eating some Brock, but thank you. I got a 20?
Oh,
You got a 20.
Oh, hell yeah. I kept a very risky
And
hand, so we'll see how this goes.
me too. I was
wanna
having no
be-
luck mulliganing.
I want to be very clear that this Lady Bells 2018 better be rooting right here.
Well then I guess I'll go first. Are we all ready?
Start us off.
Oh
I
my
think we're good to
God.
Let's
go.
do this.
Drawer.
Oh my, we're playing Magic.
Oh my God, we made it after everything. I'm gonna put in a
Trials and
tap for the Juka
tribulations.
Bog. Yeah,
Who's
you
right.
bogging?
graveyard are you exiling? Yeah.
Myself, mine
Oh,
flexing there. I'm gonna
gonna
nosh
draw.
into some of my din too.
And I'm going to play this little tapped woodland cemetery, and I'm gonna pass my turn.
I'll draw, and I'm going to play a Plaza of Heroes,
Ooh,
and
I'm
I will
Card.
pass my turn.
All right.
gonna
I
hover
will
over this
draw.
Lara Croft for all y'all. Hopefully it pops up.
I'll play a swamp. I'm going to do what none of you had the courage to do,
Don't
which is a
soul
turn
ring.
one play.
Sorry.
Play a Kaervek Parasite. So it's a
Oh, that's a good card.
little 1/1,
Agreed.
and then whenever an opponent draws a card, if I control a red permanent, deals 1 damage to that player.
Nice.
And
Fantastic
I'll
card.
pass a turn.
Untap Peru. Draw. I'm gonna put in the Swampy Poo. And then I'm gonna pay 2 for a pretty OP card. Guildsworn Prowler. And it's got a glare, apparently. When it dies, if a player wasn't blocking it, draw a card. And it's got Death Touch. And I'll pass.
It's because it's an assassin. It's trying to like veil its existence to sneak up on you.
Exactly.
All right, turn 2. Y'all, I'm just rocking the tap lands today. I'm going to play a Bajuka Bog. And I'm going to also hit myself.
Ooh.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
It's a bold choice.
Yeah, gotta flex when we can.
Right. Okina, Temple to the Grandfathers, which is a legendary land that can give a legendary creature +1/+1 until end of turn. And I'm going to tap 2 for an Arcane Signet,
Heyo.
and I will pass my turn.
All right. I'll untap. Draw. Go a mountain. Number 2, a Stormfist Crusader. So it's a 2/2 menace. On my upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. And this is what we call a red permanent. So now my Kaervek Parasite's online.
Sweet.
Perfect. Love that.
And Ken, I'll smite thee for 1. And then I will pass turn.
Take the one.
I'll untap. And so we draw a card. Additional one? Or is that
No, you'll
No, that's
on my
on his
upkeep,
upkeep.
but you will take damage for drawing a card.
okay? So draw, and then I get punched
For 1, yep.
for 1. Okay, I see what this deck's all about. Okay, I'm gonna put in the Swampy Poo, and then I'm gonna pay 2 for a Mind Stone. And you know, Corey, since you're bonking people
What?
in the air, I don't know if
I'm not in the air, but
ethereal,
okay.
ethereally, metaphysically. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're getting us. I'm gonna swing at you for 2.
It's astrally.
Corporeal?
I'm bunking you astrally.
Corey's dealing damage in the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
I will transitionally take the 2.
Okay. And then I'll pass.
All right, I'll untap. We'll draw a blue mana source. apparently it doesn't work like that. And I'm going to. Oh, I have to take a life first. Oh.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna play a black gate, and I'm gonna pay 3 life. Ow! 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 So it comes in untapped. So hey,
Nice.
we're here. I'm gonna play my first thing this game. I'm gonna play a Matsalani, the Great Door. It is an artifact that is legendary, and it says tap, draw a card, discard a card. I can pay 4 and transform it, and then on the backside, it's like OP powerful, but I'm mainly here for the loot. The backside is the core. It's a legendary land, and I can tap to add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of permanent cards in my graveyard.
Nice.
And with that little play, I'll pass.
Right on. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna do the classic fail to draw a third land.
No.
But I am not totally out of luck.
Oh, I
I'm
think you
gonna
take
cast...
your 1 on upkeep too.
Oh yeah, I have to take your.
Cheaters over here. You see this, Ken?
Mm-hmm. I'm watching you.
For 1 blue and 2 of any color, it's going to be a Stormfleet Navigator,
Nice.
which is from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. But it when it attacks, we reveal the top cards of our libraries, and for each non-land card, I get a map token, and then we all draw 1. So that
Nice.
won't happen
Yeah.
until next turn.
We all draw 1. Let's burn the
And-
house
I
down
mean-
together.
With that, I pass my turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap. So on my upkeep, we will all draw a card
I'm
and
gonna
then lose a
respond.
life. But because of the Kaervek parasite, it would be like 2 for everybody.
I'm gonna
Reese's
respond to
But
that.
me.
I'm gonna
No.
bring Orcish Bowmasters into play.
Nice.
You're a monster.
Yep.
Who you hitting? have
What's the dude that's draining us on upkeep? How big is their butt?
So you have a 2/2 that's going to have everyone draw on upkeep. So it's a 2/2.
we like that one.
Everyone draws, but everyone loses a life. And this is a 1/1 that whenever my opponents draw, they lose a life.
Let's get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep you.
No.
I like the extra card draw.
And let me reread Orcish Bowmasters. Because I think I'm gonna get more than 1 trigger here. Because y'all are
Right.
whenever an
What?
opponent
Not the
draws a
arena.
card. So I have 2 more triggers. Let's shoot the bird. How big is that bird?
It's a 2/2.
Yeah, let's get that bird.
1, 2, 3.
He dies.
And then this amassed a total of 3 times. Okay, then we all draw our card, right?
I already
Correct.
drew mine.
Okay.
And then we just lose
Jump.
the 1
The
life.
1. Yep.
1.
Myself included.
Okay.
And then I will draw for my turn. Okay. We have options here, people.
Draws a card.
I'm going to play a second Mountainia. And then I think turn 1 plays are overrated because turn 3 plays are where the action's actually at. So
What's up,
for 1 and
Chris?
2 red, I'm going to play Ken's favorite card, Zozu the Punisher.
Nice.
So whenever a land enters the battlefield, it's going to do 2 damage to that land's controller.
Zozu.
Sorry, one more time.
Zozu!
I'm gonna pull this up on the side here.
Yes,
It's
it's a
essentially like
2/2.
landfall. You take 2 life every time you play a land.
What's the name of the card?
Yeah,
Just so I can pull it up for people
Zozu
watching.
the Punisher.
Zozu.
Zozu.
Uh-huh. Okay, here we are.
Zozu.
Whenever a land enters the
Zozu.
battlefield, they'll deal 2 damage. All right, 2/2, buddy. Here you go.
It's like Yo-Yo, but not Zozo.
Perfect.
Perfection. Cole, I think you're running away with this game, so I need to attack you for 2 with Menashe.
Right on, no blocks. I take it.
Then I'll pass.
Untapperoo. Oh man, I'm just realizing some of the synergy with Massacre Girl on this.
Uh-oh. That's
I'm
scary.
gonna put in. Oh wait, I didn't even draw for turn. Let's draw for turn. And I take 2, right?
No, the parasites. No mas.
No,
No,
the Zozo
When
dude.
you play a land.
Oh, when you play land.
Yeah.
Yep, take 2.
1, 2.
But you
Okay.
could take like just a honorable 2 at any point if you'd like.
I
Thank
don't think
you.
that's how that card works.
You can choose to.
I don't think the rules of Magic allow that, actually.
I choose to take 2.
I'm casting my commander, and let's swing Corey. Going to combat my Guild Sworn Prowler at you again, and let's send my 3/3 over at you, Ken, because I know you're up to something eventually.
Up to
I mean,
something
technically,
eventually.
I guess. I'll take 3.
And I'll take a dose from the Prowler.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I will pass from there.
On your end step, I'm going to tap my Metslani to draw. a
Yes. I want to recognize Chris over here in the chat. Yes, the secret lair does allow you to take 2 at a whim.
version to choose.
I will die on this hill.
The shinier it is, the more life you can lose.
Yeah,
I will-
exactly.
Discard the Shieldred because I'm eons away from playing it. will.
And Ashley, you do have a Orcish Bowmaster's trigger.
Oh, yes. I drew.
I only see one creature on the board, so let's hit that Zoe dude.
I have 2 creatures on the board. You have options.
The Zoe thing.
Zozu.
Zozu. And it's gonna get a -1 counter, right? Or is it only a 1/1?
No, it's a 2/2.
Okay, so it just gets a -1 counter because of my commander.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whether they deal damage to creatures. Nice. All right, I'll untap. I'll draw. And draw a blue source. Nope, just blue cards. I'm going to
Oh, and I get a mass trigger here too.
Metslani to draw a card. And discard a card. So there's a Orcish Bowmaster's trigger.
I'll hit the buddy again. And then I'm
I'm
gonna
not
draw.
the threat, guys.
I'm gonna draw a card.
Draw. Oh, because it died. That's
Mhm.
nasty.
Yep.
I'm going to pay 3. Is this thing even going to survive? It draws a card except the first one. I'm kind of afraid to play a creature, to be honest. I'm going to play this land, which is a...
Chance turning on me.
You incited such anger, making us lose life for just playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. How dare I lightly whittle you away?
Now I'm more afraid of this Orcish Bowmasters. I'm going to... So, I'm going to, for the sake of...
He seems so
No, you know what? This is the worst and dumbest thing I can do, or use this card. But I'm gonna Meat Hook Massacre where X is 1, and I'm gonna give everything -1/-1.
Nice.
It's just for the Orcish Bowmasters. Do you draw a card off of your own thing?
Yes, this will draw me a card.
Oh, that too. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, if it's stuff does anyone have? No, it's a 2/2. All right. I feel like I can safely cast creatures one day. I'm gonna pass. That's all I got.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna play for up green. This is gonna be a blue and a red. And for 3, it's Dalakos, the Crafter of Wonders,
Nice.
who can tap and add 2 mana. And he also, but I can only use that on artifact spells. And he also gives equipped creatures I control flying and haste. And then I will play my land for turn, which is going to be the Shire, which enters untapped because I have a legendary creature now.
Nice.
So I will pass my turn.
Okay. I will untap. We still have an upkeep trigger, so we'll all draw a card and lose 1 life.
I mean, less woo for that part, but I'm here for card draw.
And then I
Yes.
will draw
I'll
for
take
turn.
light.
And then As not the threat, I'm going to do the least threatening thing I can do, which is play a Smoldering Marsh untapped. And I'm going to tap this Mountain for Soul Ring.
Ooh,
You
And I'm going to tap that Soul Ring for Liquid Metal Torque.
interesting.
Good card.
And then I'm going to tap that Liquid Metal Torque. So I'm just killing myself over here. This Swamp and this Mountain for a Vishino Heretic. Which is a little 1/3 that for 1 and a red I can tap it and destroy target artifact. And then it deals damage to that artifact's controller equal to the artifact's mana value.
You monster.
If
Fits in
only I
early.
could turn things into artifacts.
You had both of those cards tucked in the same sleeve, so you always get them at the same
Just
time.
actually, I'm the Bandit Keith of Magic the Gathering. I just wear big sleeves and constantly slide cards out. And then I suppose I'll swing at Ashley for 2 with Menace.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Okay, and then I will pass to you now that you've been humbled.
So Corey can go back to beefing with our chat.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
They call me the threat, but I can't be because this deck's only a 7 because I have a 7 mana commander.
I'm gonna.
I don't think
in
your
the
power
swamp.
level equals the mana value of your commander.
I actually break the 1 through 10 power scale by just running Eldrazi's.
Mm-hmm.
If your commander costs 7, it's automatically a 7.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna cast this battle, Invasion of Innistrad. I'm gonna give your little guy that blows up artifacts into to kill it for -13.
You're the best.
Why
Have I
are you the
mentioned
way
that?
that you are?
Oh, I ask myself that every day.
Who's getting it?
I'll give it to you, Ken.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me...
And then I'm gonna draw a card for Massacre's trigger. Sweet.
I love how overkill the -13 is too.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay 2 for Blood Artist. And then I'll go to combat and I'm gonna swing my 5/5 at the invasion and my Massacre girl at let's do you, Corey, because you almost got your commander out and I hate that commander.
What?
I was just getting ready to draw the battle. Well, okay. I cannot block the battle will flip.
Yeah, so it flips to where I have when it enters the battlefield, create 2 zombie creature tokens, and then I can pay 3, exile target card if it was a creature card, or from a graveyard, sorry, not just on the board. Then I can make a zombie token. So I'm gonna make 2 Rob zombies here, and I'll pass.
Corey and Ash are just—it's a fight to the bottom between the two.
It's
of them.
really, it doesn't
Cole
even
and I
make
are just
sense.
here with our legends.
We're playing
Because I'm
complete
playing-
commander.
I'm playing Rakdos, the most pacifistic guild out there.
Draw for turn. Y'all, you won't believe what happened.
Blue source.
I got a blue source of mana.
Nice.
We're live, baby. What do I want to do with it?
Cole taps his strip mine and blows it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole mana. Oh, I have this Meat Hook Massacre. I need to remember. Oh, there's a meat.
There's a Meat Hook Massacre.
An entire
that's not
turn
on the
ago.
Massacre Girls field.
You gain 1 life. I should have gained 2 life from the Meat Hook.
Go for it.
Is it alright if I just gain that now?
No worries.
I'm
yeah.
so used to Arena Meat Hook Massacre at this point where it's significantly not as good that I forget that it even has, aristocrat properties.
Did they nerf it in Alchemist or whatever? Alchemy or whatever?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
doesn't do it. Basically, only does the drain thing, but you don't gain
It's
life.
still
from
very
it anymore.
good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 1,
Here's
2,
another
3,
token.
4. And I'm gonna keep this blue mana train rolling. I'm gonna play an Rick Mythes Slumbering Isle.
Arithmetic.
It is a 12/12 Kraken, and it says it enters the battlefield tapped with 5 slumber counters on it. As long as it has a slumber counter on it, it's a land. It's not a creature. And whenever I cast a spell, I may remove a slumber counter from it. And it taps for green and blue. So it's a little tap land, and I'm going to put some counters on it. And this is at 5. And I'm going to ominously, with my 1 black mana, pass the turn. I don't know why I said ominously, but you never know.
Because it's ominous.
You gonna tragic flip me now, call it, Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, I like your orc.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
They're just hanging out.
Okay. Do some quick maths.
How's everyone doing in chat?
Sorry,
How
I'm
we
going to be
feeling?
eating my din din.
In the microphone, loudly. No! I have such a weird thing about people eating food that Josh and I are not allowed to start dinner until I put on a video on my phone so that we have some sort of noise to like cover the sound of people eating.
You mean Josh
they call
doesn't
that
eat
woof.
like
Mm.
nothing but gloopy foods?
Yeah, we only eat slop.
He
all
just
day.
eats like bowls of gruel and mac and cheese.
You can still make so much slurp noise from that, though.
Right. It's noodles every night.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just thinking about-
spend 2 on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna spend 2 on Sword of the Animist.
That's a good card.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's too late to ramp. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 on equipping my Dalichos with the Sword of the Animist, which is gonna give him flying and haste. And Ashley, you destroyed that thing. I really needed that to be destroyed. So of course I would never swing at you. I will swing at you, Corey, for we lost a decent amount of life by your hand. So that's going to be 2 damage or 3 damage in the air.
You're bad people playing a bad game.
Appropriate response.
Get ready for my next week when I host my solo podcast. Corey and the people who get him.
And then I'm going to search out a Mountains of the Battlefield tab.
Corey and the Betrayers. Lady Bells, it's never too late
Exactly.
for ramp. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Sir
Absolutely.
Sass? Or Sass, sir?
And
Hope you're doing well.
I pass my turn.
All right, I power untap because it's the only thing I can do these days. On my upkeep, we all still get to draw and lose 1. So I've got 1 modicum of, luxury in this game. Then I'll draw for turn. And we're going to go with Swamp.
Swamp.
Okay, so...
No, it's supposed to be Swampy Poo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
what I call them.
No, it can't be Swampy Poo because it ends on a P, right? It's just Swampoo.
It's a swampy
Swampoo?
poo. No, because it sounds cuter when you say swampy poo.
But I
You
can't
know?
say Mountainy Poo, right? Or is it Mounty Poo?
Mounty Poo.
I usually call them
No.
mountains, mountains.
I'm too confused now. I'm too in the weeds here.
Yeah. Let it go, friend.
All right. I could bring out my commander right now, but I think a more luxuriously fun move is going to be 2 for Fell Warstone. Never too late to ramp, Chad. Don't let them tell you anything else. Then we'll go 2 again, and we're going to bring out a Mind Crank. So whenever an opponent loses life, that player mills that many cards.
I'm okay with that.
Nice.
Me too. And then I'm also okay with adding a little extra spice on the field.
Oh,
So
no.
for 1, a black and a red, I'm going to drop an enchantment on here, Pain Magnification.
Yeah.
So whenever an opponent is dealt 3 or more damage by a single source, that player discards a card.
Wow.
Okay.
Where are all these cards coming from?
I have
I've
1
not
card
heard
in
of
hand, so it's my
I'm still actually
classic
okay with that.
Rakdos power draw deck. Kenjamin. It's gonna be 2 with Menace.
In response.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No.
I'm gonna loot. I'm gonna draw, and I'm going to discard this Tameo because I
Whoa.
can never remember exactly what it does, and I don't have to phone to figure that out. But look at the art! Like, how do I not go for this art?
That is
So
true.
you put it in the deck just for self confusion.
Right. Actually, funny enough, this card says, like, the static says, if an ability would my opponent controls would make me discard a card, I don't discard a card, which is kind of funny. But I'm in a graveyard deck anyway, so I don't care if I have to discard. And then I'll take the damage. How much am I taking? 2?
You're taking 2, and then because of Mind Crank, you're also going to mill 2.
Hey,
Hey, you're in a graveyard deck, so you don't
1.
even mind.
I don't mind at all. They're lands. That's kind of duty, but it's okay.
And then I will pass turn. My
All right.
luxurious board state.
Untaparoo.
God, the glare. Let me move my graveyard in a bit.
Okay. Draw. I'm gonna put in this swampy poo because it's nice and cute. And then
Ooh.
Sasser, we're doing well. I think we're playing Magic on a Friday. We got through technical troubles.
Right.
Okay,
We all went through our own individual struggle to get here tonight, but we are here. We're
that is
having
very
fun.
true.
You don't even know. You don't even know the struggles we dealt with before this camera turned
Nobody
on.
knows the struggles we go through. I'm gonna pay 6 for one of my favorite cards in Magic, Jamil the Inner Sun.
Oh, that was a massacre worm.
Yeah, it'd be really effective right now.
You really build it up with the 6 mana and then following that up by one of my favorite cards in Magic. I was like, oh, it's mass. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Massacre Worm is also a good guess. Okay, so I think it's Combato time, and I'm gonna
Hit that Ken. Hit that Ken.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna swing Massacre Girl at you, Ken, and then Corey, I'm gonna hit you for 5.
Don't hit Corey. Don't.
I will take 4. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I mill 4 cards.
So you're gonna mill 4 cards, and then because that is a single source dealing you more than 3 damage, you're also going to discard a card.
All right, let's mill first.
Helping you.
A land. Ooh, Kaervek, creature, land, and a Liliana Death Majesty. And I will discard this Hero's Podium.
Okay.
Then I will take 5 and do none of that because none of these cards affect me.
And then I will go ahead and do the Jamila Interstep. I hit Murderous Rider. I'll just put that to... Do I want to put that to hand? Because I might have to discard. I'll have to discard. I'll pay the 2 life and blow up the card draw friend.
That's on Ken's board?
Yes. I'll send the Blood Artist trigger at you, Cole.
Sweet. It feels
And
pretty
you're
even.
You're also going to mill a
Oh.
card, Cole. Off the crank.
And that'll
Sword of
just...
Feast and Famine.
Ooh.
It cranked.
And then that was destroyed, so its life wasn't less than that. Ken, don't you have a
Oh,
Meat Hook Massacre
Yeah, I
trigger?
have a trigger. I have a trigger.
Okay.
I gain a life.
Did I lose my 2 from Murderous Rider? I know I would have gained 1 just from the Blood Artist trigger here.
I don't remember. Chat.
Okay.
We were both at 33, but you pinged me for 1. But so
Okay.
I think if you lost
So-
2 but gained 1.
So I should be at 32 then. Okay. We're good.
And then at your loss of 2, you would have milled 2.
1. So we have Archvenus Sorrows that can be unearthed, and then a Languish, which is all creatures get -4 until end of turn.
It's a good card in that deck.
Yeah.
Were you passing?
Yeah.
I'll untap a Roo. Untap a Roo. Upkeep. Rar. Okay. I'm going to start us off. I think I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to flip my Matsalani because I
Ooh.
have 4 or more permanent types and cards in my graveyard. So it
You're
flips,
welcome.
thank you, into the core.
Nice.
So I can tap it to add X mana of any one color where X is the number of permanent cards in my graveyard, but it is currently tapped, so that'll be for another day. I have not played a land for a turn. So why don't we throw down a Misty Rainforest?
Ooh.
And I will go ahead and tap, sack it, lose a life.
And
Mill a
mill
card.
one.
I got a mill a card. Mill a card. Mill a Skull Prophet. Oh, that's kind of not what I wanted to mill. I'm going to go fetch up. My Triome is notably in the bin already. So I'll go for the next best thing, I guess. And I will go for a... Actually, I don't know. Whatever I stumble upon here. Actually, no, I probably need more blue mana. So let's go for a breeding pool. If I have one.
Bring it in untapped. Be a hero.
I will.
All
Untapped. I'll take 2.
right.
I
Yeah,
will
mill 2.
mill 2 after I am done shuffling. Oh my god, my cards are getting upside down. That's my worst fear, is shuffling and having upside down cards.
Mm.
When people are saying it's never too late to ramp, it just makes me think of that. Was that single song, the One Republic, or whatever? It's too late to apologize.
Right. I don't know why it's never too late for Allstate.
Wow,
Mm.
you had to get real boring with that one.
Yes.
Corporate advertising.
All right, I mill 2 cards. Land. I'll pay 3. Because you know what? I think it's darn time
Shenanigans.
your boy Nashi comes out. For the chat, or if anyone needs to know who doesn't know yet, Nashi is a 3/4 rat shaman with menace and ward 1. When Nashi attacks, exile up to 1 target legendary or rat card from my graveyard, copy it, I may cast the copy. Still have to pay for it, but you know, I feel like I did enough. I feel like I'm actually at the table and I'm playing, so I'm gonna pass.
Commander.
Right on.
It's the pretty one too. That's the important part.
I cannot express how much I love this art. Yes, Sassier, this stream is sponsored by Allstate.
God, please don't say it. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Your car insurance? I don't even know what Allstate does. I
Really?
think it's some sort of
house
insurance.
house insurance, I thought, right?
Is it?
I think
Are you in
so.
good
Don't
hands?
they do all of them?
Yeah, actually I think you're right. It's everything.
Right. JK, in this house where Geico stands.
What are you talking about, Ken? I thought you were in deep with Shaq and the General.
Oh my god. That's like a
Go
90s
to the
commercial
general-
you'll never forget.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
It's not a
insurance
90s
is-
commercial because they keep playing it in modern times.
Oh, do they? I don't really feel like I see commercials anymore because of stream.
All right. So for 3, I'm going to cast an Academy Manufactor.
Hey.
So if I would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead I create all 3.
All right.
And then I'll go ahead and pass my turn.
Okay. We'll untap. Unfortunately, we will not be drawing cards. Just me.
Mhm.
I'll play this Akum Refuge. Comes untapped and I gain a life when it happens. Classic Rakdos life gain strategy.
OP.
And then I think it's just time to put a body on board.
Put the body on
body,
the
they
floor.
said
Yes.
It's your boy, Kaervek the
boy.
Merciless. Now,
Nice.
for those of you guys who don't know, this card is actually very special to me. It's it's 7 mana, which means it costs more than 6 mana. But whenever an opponent casts a spell, Kaervek the Merciless deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target, whether it's their face, their cards, any of that good stuff.
I have a response on cast.
I'll kill you. I'll drive to your house right now.
I'm not doing anything too bad. I am going to sorry. I'm gonna leave that
I'm
untapped.
not doing
gonna pay
anything too
3,
bad. Sorry.
and then I'm gonna flash in Mithril Coat
Yeah, that's pretty good.
onto Dalikos, the Crafter of Wonders.
I thought you were gonna say your sorries on the snack.
I'm sorry, I can't get over. Is Kaervek special specifically because he's not 6 mana?
What's up, Benji?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just thought about that earlier. I was like, I want to see if I can slide in there that it's real special and it means a lot to me because he's 7 mana, which is more than 6. I amuse myself when I'm pre-gaming for these things.
I just love
and
how these are all pre-prepared bits too. It's not just off the cuff.
do you
came
think
in
I've
with-
got the wit to come up with these things off the cuff?
Working on you.
Like
The type 5.
there's actually a script just off the side of my deck right here that I'm flipping through right now. All right, puns about Ken.
You joke, but I show me the paper. I know it's there.
Well, actually, I do have my phone off to the side so that I can interact with the chat, but that's all I got. I'll pass turn.
All right.
Kaervek
I think
is
it's
live.
going. I think we're having fun. I don't think so.
We're all a little delirious, but we're
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
They laugh now. Kaervek's out. It's about to become misery.
Drar.
Hey, I'm here to
There's
milk
no fun.
cards, and I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna put Cabal coffers in. The Kaervek will be a little problem for me though.
Well, not necessarily, because I don't have to swing it at you.
Cast. If I
So,
cast
well,
anything, you can blow up a lot
So
of
if you
stuff. on the
cast
board.
anything, I can shoot at any target. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the caster.
I meant more of my creatures. I like my stuff.
Treat it at me. Let me. No, I'm kidding. I'm at 23 life. I can't get too carried away.
I do have this Inner Sun trigger. It'll happen.
It's Chamil.
Let's see. Let's pay 1, sacrifice the Mind Stone, draw a card.
No, just Corey is scripted. Everyone else
Yeah.
is off the cuff.
I'm actually an AI bot that they pay to be here.
4.
A learning computer.
Sleeve GPT.
All my banter is like, haha, kid, that was a funny joke. This is a response I'm giving to that joke.
We were talking, as Ash does her math, we were talking pre-game about the idea of each of us have to start our turn as if we're hosting a Zoom meeting, like a corporate Zoom meeting. It was very like, thank you, Diane. That was wonderful. If I can kind of piggyback off your point. So
That's a really good idea.
a little
I'm
bit of a canned
gonna-
bit for you.
Swing Massacre Girl at you, Corey, for 4.
Why are you people like this? I'm not the threat.
I mean,
Kaervek Mill
I can't even
player.
say it
I
without
would-
laughing.
I was gonna say I wouldn't hit you if you're like I won't touch your board, but
I didn't say. I told you I may or may not touch your board.
Mascara girl. That's
Oh,
her
wait,
drink
here,
name.
let me actually lose the life. I put it down as your commander hitting me, and I didn't take the life off. Because Ken's got me too addicted to that life untapper app.
Mhm. It's so good.
I'll move to end step where I'm gonna have to cast this. Ooh, Shield.
Meal.
So that's on the stack. Shieldred's on the stack. What you doing with
Hmm.
me?
What you gonna do?
Well,
with
now
it?
that I've been spited,
Is it the cast? Sorry,
it is
I'm
the
gonna-
cast.
Yeah.
So if,
So I can't
if it's
necessarily. I
cast
can't
for
target Shieldred.
free, if it's cast for free, does that still trigger it?
Yes,
Oh, mana
it's
value.
based off of the
Okay.
mana value of the spell.
Okay.
Mm.
I wonder who I should point it at. What
Me.
villainous
Me.
individual. Yeah, Cole, I'm gonna hit you with that.
Right on. That's for 4.
Yeah.
And
Sweet,
that'll
thank
also
you.
come with a mill of 4, and because it's over 3, a discard of a card.
Uh,
All right.
sorry. You gotta do your
Gilded
thing.
Goose, Enthusiastic Mechanaut, and 2 lands.
Sure, it's 5, not 4.
Did you just show us you had a solemn in your hand?
I was gonna discard that.
Oh.
Yeah, end step. 'Cause
Well,
I
you
I
don't
have
have
thought
to-
you were just excited about it. You're like, hey
Yeah.
Yeah, you
guys.
don't have to discard Ash.
I do.
For...
No,
many
Cole.
cards. Too many cards in
Oh.
hand.
Oh, for hand size.
Yes.
I was thinking of Cole's triggers.
I had discarded. I milled an additional card, and it was an island, and then my card for discard was Ethereum Sculptor.
What's up, Cheeky Magic 14? Says
what's up,
woo,
Cheeky
go
Magic?
MPG.
What's
I assume
up?
that's meaning the channel.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's me.
collective. It's a collective woo.
I'm better.
On
Just kidding.
your, I don't know. I said on your end step.
Okay.
On my upkeep, I'm gonna draw for turn.
You lose 2? I know it's in Phyrexian, but
All right, I'll lose 2.
And then because you
And I'll
lost
build
2, you build
2.
2. Yep.
Sarah,
I see why you
and
didn't
K9 Mark
maybe want to
1.
blow it up.
Well, I also couldn't blow it up if it's on the stack, right? Because it's
Yeah,
not in
true.
the field to be targeted.
Truth.
But
1,
yeah, I think we're in a symbiotic kind of relationship here.
9,
Oh, did a
11,
creature die or no? Sorry, I
14,
missed that.
15, 16.
Or was
I
it
don't believe
just
so.
okay? Just
I
want
don't
to
think
check
so.
'cause I have blood artists.
I'm gonna tap
It's
my
Cole's
core for.
space.
Wait, what color do I want? I'm gonna tap my core for 16 green mana. Right? Green. Yeah. Okay. Let me get a die. Not a d20. Let me get a spin down so I can. I have 16 mana. Do I want to tap it after I deal combat damage? Hold on. Maybe I'm gonna wait.
Combat
Menace.
shenanigans? Question.
Okay. I'm gonna take that back. Y'all didn't see that.
And see
Mhm,
nothing.
mhm.
Never in my whole life.
I'm gonna pay 3 for a. Actually, that could cause a problem for me. Let's see.
Math. Thinking. Does it help if we count while you're trying to do math?
No, it's not math. I'm trying to think of what I should be doing and how one shall do it. You know.
I
just
think
math.
you just go for it, Ken. Tap it all, cast it all.
Should I make some eating dinner
Let the-
noises in your ears? Will that help?
Let the
As,
chips fall.
Yeah, the funny thing though is I have all this mana, but if I draw cards, I lose life and die. If I cast spells, I'll lose life and die. So I'm trying to think of how I can have fun without dying.
Not necessarily, Ken. I think, I could point damage really at random. I'm just a chaotic individual over here.
That is true.
I'm hanging by a very tenuous thread.
You're hanging by a moment here with you. I have not played a land for turn yet. I'm gonna just go to combat though. I'm gonna go to combat first, I think. I will remember Corey? I'm spinning my menace at you. It's 3 for Menace Ward 1, and then whenever Nashi attacks, I exile a target legendary from the graveyard. I may cast it.
I will take that 3 because it has menace.
Target legendary. Yeah.
Ooh, who am I gonna
Takes a
choose?
legendary person and no one. What do you think about that?
Thank you.
Is that like a weird humble brag on your part?
An aggressive compliment on my side.
I have a great talent for recognizing cool people.
What creatures are in graveyards right now?
Creatures are in my hand?
Graveyards.
Oh.
Yes. What
I was
creatures?
like, what
are in
card
your-
lets you do that?
I have 4.
I have Archfiend of Sorrows, Solemn, Guildsworn, and Orcish Bowmasters, if you want to be a bow main.
What does the Archfiend do? Oh my god, Enthusiastic Mechanaut is my favorite card.
Enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn.
Okay. Interesting
If
stuff.
Parasite, the
Parasite,
Punisher, the
Ooh,
Heretic, and the
that's-
Stormfist Crusader.
I'm going to go ahead and choose Seraph.
Love that card.
I do too. So I can cast it this turn. So second main, same as the first. I'm going to now I'll tap my core for 615 green mana because I did take something out of my graveyard. So 15. I'll use 4 of it. That goes down to 11. 11. I'm going to play the Seraph. So there's a Kaervek trigger.
Yep. Ash, take 4 to the face, and then mill 4, and then discard a card.
One,
You
2,
monster.
3, 4. And
Have
I'll
Hexproof.
discard Dread Presence. And
Alright.
mill 4. 1. Oh no, my favorite card. Breach the Multiverse.
Love Breach of the Multiverse.
2, 3 Black Market Connections, and 4.
Mm.
Good mills.
All it does is hit.
Right. I will play my land for turn because I forgot to do that. So I'm going to play this Death Cap Fade. Yes, I definitely did not play a land for turn.
I don't remember. I don't think
No,
you
because
did.
I remember. I don't know why, but I remember every turn I cast each one of these lands. We've had moments together. Cast lands, play lands. All right, I
You
have
cast lands,
11,
yeah.
11
Remember
green mana. I'm
when
gonna
he
use
wept at this blue source?
3.
No multiverse are gonna be breached. I know. Sadness on the stack.
I'm gonna go 3 and then a. Or no, I'm not. I'm gonna go 2 and then a black and then a blue. So that puts me down to 9. For a Sidisi Brood Tyrant. Oop, 9.
Nice.
When it
For
enters a
3, you
battlefield or
say?
attacks, I mill 3 cards. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into my graveyard from my library, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So,
There's
mill
a
3.
Kaervek trigger.
Oh, yeah,
There
Kaervek.
is. I'm gonna point it at Cole.
Right on. 23. And
Wow,
then I
Yep, and then
mill
3.
4.
yep, and then you'll discard because it was more than 3, so you'll discard a card as well.
Ring.
The
Oh,
One
those are all such
Ring.
good cards.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bitter Thorn is kind of redundant at this point. You got the Sword of the Animus at least.
Right.
You're like, yeah.
Not redundant to me, Ken.
How dare.
I'll discard a goblin engineer. Little like a little goblin
Fair.
welder guy. Okay.
Little goblin friend.
A little Rob
All right,
Gobbo.
now Sidisi enters and I'll mill 3. That's a chess. And then that is a not also a creature. And then that is also not a creature.
Exciting.
It's fine. I'm gonna use 3 mana. 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm gonna play this Crucible of Worlds. Kaervek trigger.
Yes. I could target Ken and give him an opportunity for more Sidisi goodness,
I'm not
but I
mad at
think
it.
I'll just target Ash and we'll all just, burn this ship down together.
How much? 3? Ken, how much damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, 3.
1, 2, 3. And then
And then you'll get the
Ravenous
Mind Crank in.
Chupacabra,
Hey, Magnification.
Grey Merchant of Asphodel, and
Oh.
Meat Hook Massacre.
And then a discard.
And discard. I will get rid of. Let's do Preacher of the Schism.
I'll use 3 more. I mean, I have it. I might as well spend it.
Sure.
For Reiki. Note that I did not cast it before everything else because I didn't want to take all the shield or triggers. But now when I cast a legendary spell, I can draw cards. So there's 3 more in the stack. Do you want to hit me?
Should hit
That seems
Seraph.
fair, but your eager nod after when you said me makes me think no. Cole, take 3.
Right on. Thank you.
Then mill 3 and discard a card.
Oh, yep. Okay. This is supposed to be Brass's Tunnel Grinder.
Arithmeses, whenever I cast a spell, I may remove a slumber counter from it. Oh,
I think that was 4. 1, 2, 3,
let's
4,
see.
5. 5.
1,
Yeah, it's a creature, I
2.
think.
Oh, I'm so bad with triggers.
We're used to arena.
As long as it has a slumber counter, it's a land. Whenever I cast a spell, you may remove a slumber counter. Yeah, 1,
Mm,
3, 4. And I cast
that
Nashi
hurts,
off
Cole.
turn.
It does.
Oh, the Kappa Cannoneer. I've watched that card single-handedly.
Just decimate people.
All right, well, I think I'm going to let the 3 mana fizzles.
Come on, spend it, Ken. Spend it.
I'm almost out of cards in hand. I will pass turn.
Okay.
You don't understand, Ken. This deck doesn't get to play; it gets to live vicariously through you.
Mm-hmm. I did enough for you.
It
You didn't
was
hit
the
me
most
once with
exciting
your
turn I
Kaervek
had.
trigger.
All right. So I drew, and so I lose 2 life from Shieldred.
Yes.
Then you mill 2 as well from the Mind Crank.
I like how I
Me-
said I have to pick up my parents from the airport late tonight, and y'all said bet. We'll make this game go as fast as
We just care about you.
I appreciate that.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually gonna untap my we'll spend 4 for the RMS Titanic. It's
I'm
a
gonna hit
Doctor
you for
Who
4
card.
on the
Okay,
chest.
cool.
Pretty foiling.
So nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Bill 4,
And
Cole.
then I
Don't
have
get
to
cheeky with me.
mill and discard, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Cola's the
so
most
that'll be
polite person to play Magic against, no matter what. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
5 to the face, and Cola's like,
Roger that.
listen,
Okay.
I'm just happy to be
10-4.
here.
10-4, good buddy.
And then I will discard it's gonna be Totek's Spear, which is a shadow spear, but it's the Lara Croft version.
Love it.
nice.
Lara Croft is like one of my favorite like franchises early on in my gaming life with the PlayStation eras.
Did you lock the butler in the freezer?
I don't remember. I
Oh
was
my
like
God. That's a
10 or
core
11
memory
when I played.
for so many people, is like locking that stupid butler in the freezer.
I just remember like obviously being underground and like how dark it was and you couldn't see anything because of like how bad the graphics were.
Yeah, but that's just called the PlayStation in the 90s.
Sorry, Cole. Go ahead.
No worries. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap my Dalitos to crew up the RMS Titanic because it has 3 power.
Sick. Oh, does that
That was the
Titanic?
ship
What does that do
sound.
again? Sorry. I'm trying to
Sinks.
keep
Oh man, you know what?
Jeez.
I really I
Forgot.
blew it sky high. I needed
No haste.
well, I thought I had enough mana to equip it. Would you mind if I
go
vehicled
ahead.
my
Yeah.
RMS Titanic? Sweet, sweet,
You
sweet.
like
you mind
abandoned ship on
reading-
the Titanic?
So it deals
Yeah, it has flying and
combat.
trample, and it deals combat damage to a player. I sacrifice it and create that many treasure tokens.
Okay, that's
Ooh.
pretty sweet.
Cool. Would you say that you just Leonardo DiCaprio the Titanic?
Something like that. I'm gonna pay 2 and
That was
1,
the
and I
iceberg.
will equip my mithril coat to the Academy menu factor,
Okay.
Nice.
and that'll be my turn. We're working
Okay.
with what we got. We don't got a lot of mana over on this side.
Yeah, me neither.
You're such a troll.
Lose 2.
Yeah, I'll lose 2, but I won't get cranked.
I mean,
This soldier boy
you're
doesn't
missing
crank.
out. Getting cranked is kind of fun, actually.
On your draw there, I'm gonna activate this nerd.
This nerd.
To exile target card for 3 mana. So I think I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the best way to do this. So I'll pay 2 into Cabal Coffers to create 6 floating mana. Ken, let's exile that shield already you had in there, and I'll make a zombie.
That's fine. Nope. Nope.
A very heroic action of you.
And then, then Cole, I'm gonna exile your Kappa Cannoneer that I saw earlier. Or sorry, I don't need to
Sweet.
do that yet. And I'm paying the other 3 here to exile. It's another creature that's scary. Ken, what else you got in your graveyard?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I have. Does it have to be creature? It can be anything.
Creature, because I want to make a zombo.
I have a K9 Mark 1. I have a Skull Prophet. Kiara.
Let's get
Kira.
Kira. Let's get that buddy out of
I
there.
think that's the. And then the Mimeoplasm.
Actually,
which
let's
is
hit
also great.
Mimeoplasm instead.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mimeo
And
is
then make a 5th zombie.
Flameode.
Okay.
Okay. You good?
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to tap for 2 and 2 red. And I'm going to cast Fiery Confluence. And I'm just going to pick the deal 2 damage to each opponent 3 times. So everyone will lose 6 and mill 6. But because it's 3 instances of 2, it doesn't trigger pain magnification.
Okay. So
Sweet.
losing 6.
So losing 6 and then milling 6.
Okay. Lightning Greaves, Swamp, Starlight,
Lightning
Stalker, Nyx Lotus, another Swamp. Let's see, 1,
One,
2, 3, 4, 5.
3,
Necro, Skitter.
5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So many lands.
That's Swamp.
I did get an ancient one, so I do get a zombie.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Mostly lands, but I did have a Palantir of Orthanc and an Embercleave.
Okay.
This is a very dark card. Let's
All
go.
right.
That one.
I am not the threat.
See, these people get me, not the threat. Ain't gonna be the threat. Ain't never the threat.
Let's see.
And I think I'm just gonna pass turn like that. Suspiciously open Rakdos mana.
Okay, untap.
Just so I can constantly remind you, but I've got 2. I got 2 open mana, but two before open mana.
Don't you have
More than
6
4.
open mana with the Liquid Metal Torque and the Felwar Stem?
Yeah, that's like 3 counter spells in some color.
Withering Boon, Tybalt's Trickery, and Imp's Mischief.
I'll gain 2 from Shieldred.
I'm a Zoyoia's Justice.
Oh, I love that card. Okay,
Pyroblast.
so that's going to be 10. This is 14. We can't block this, buddy. Yeah, we're at 13. So I'm going to send all of these over at you, Corey. So this is 5, 4, and 10.
You have 6 open mana.
Yeah, I do have 6 open mana. I am going to a Chaos Warp Orc token.
Does
Then
Chaos
I
Warp
will take.
trigger?
You're
What's that?
Chaos Warping the commander? Or what are you doing?
No, the orc.
Oh, the orc.
The token, the orc.
Okay. Sorry, I heard Kaervek. I don't know why.
Does she still
Wishful
shuffle and
thinking?
reveal? I think she does,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
Yeah, it just exiles obviously instead of shuffling into their library. And
But it's not a
then
cast, unfortunately.
what this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then
I still gotta
so you
resolve
got
my
5
chaos
2/2s.
before you do
Yeah,
anything.
hold
I have
on.
to resolve it.
Yeah,
It's a
Sure.
Wayfarer's Bauble.
A
Upgrade.
bottle. Probably. Okay, so you got 5 2/2s and
A Menace 4/4.
I'll take 9.
How are you
Drop it.
taking 9? It's more than that. It's 14.
Ow. Ew.
So
All right, I'll
this
block
is,
one of the 2/2s.
which I think is still gonna knock you out. Because
It'll be
4
4 2/2s, which
plus
is
9
8.
is 13. because it's
Eh.
one. You can only block one, so that's right. Is that math, or is that wrong? It's 5,
There's 5 zombies.
10. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah,
So it'd be 8, 13. Yeah, it would come out.
Live up on one life.
1 life. Okay.
No.
Or no, because I have a blood artist trigger when that dies. So yeah, that damage will go to your face then.
Why?
Because I want to cast
Just messing with
spells.
you.
Well,
So
Corey, block the commander.
you
He's got
can't.
menace.
It's got menace,
Oh, it has menace. My bad.
Yeah. The only thing I can legally block is one of the tokens.
and then send the damage at your face.
And then, but you guys all want to throw a bunch of spells on the stack, right? Before I go away.
Where's it gonna go?
I mean, if it's 22 worth of CMC, it'll go in a certain direction.
That's fine. I got
It's-
nothing.
Come on, kid. Don't you want to see the chaos ensue?
I mean,
I got him on the hook.
you came all this way. I will do this
What?
on your way out.
Okay.
Just don't point it at me, please.
on your way.
I'm
I
gonna
thought
pay
you want
4.
more stuff in your graveyard, though.
I'm gonna pay 4.
Uh-huh.
Flash out Urtai Resurrected, and I'm gonna attempt to blow up the Shieldred.
That's fine.
It's a Shieldred
So
for a Shieldred.
Okay.
I can't have Shieldred, nobody can. Wait,
And
what
I'll
can I
draw a
do?
card from that.
You will. And
Okay.
I
And then the 4
from the right.
will hit Ash.
Okay.
So then you'll still have the mill 4 and discard 1.
I'm gonna have a blood artist trigger, and Ken, you can take that one.
Oh. And then I'll gain 1 from my meat hook, so
Yeah.
it'll even out.
And then I'll mill braids, Shieldred,
Oh my god,
Swamp?
nobody's getting Shieldreds this game.
and a swamp.
Yep. And then 1 discard, and then I will fizzle into oblivion.
I will discard the swamp.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm
Womp,
going
womp,
to.
womp.
Sorry, I wanted to cast spells. I'm going to create some floating mana. I got 1, 2, 3, 4,
There-
5, 6
Are those
swampy poos.
teardrops falling on Corey's playmat right now?
Yeah, I'm mirroring my boy right here.
I'm gonna do 2 to create 6 floating mana. Bloop. 6 floating manas. To cast, I'm gonna use 3 of it. Man, I should have gotten smaller dice. Let's use this. AR, first a blocked wing. And then I will use that other 3 floating mana for a Callous Blood Mage. Y'all will lose 1, and I'll gain 1. And then, Ken, I'm going to exile your graveyard.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
Sorry.
All right.
2, 3, 4.
Do I? All right. Graveyard goes. Bye-bye.
Okay. And then I'm going to pay 3 for Morbid Opportunist. Y'all will lose 1, and I will gain 1.
That hurts.
And I will go
That
to
hurts.
end step, where Chamil will trigger. I'm going to not hit that Bolus's Citadel because it is a 6 cost. We hit Nest of Scarabs, which is whenever 1 or more creatures get -1 counters, I create that many black insect creature tokens.
What card does that go infinite with again?
I have no
there's
infinites
a
in
card
here.
in-
It'll
No,
Like a
there's
just.
Yawgmoth
never-
piece.
Yawgmoth, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well then maybe I do. I didn't realize that was an infinite. Sorry.
I see an arena. That's fine.
Okay. That's everything there. I'm just gonna go ahead and crack this Wayfarer's Bauble to go get another Swampy Poo. Shuffle my library, and I'll pass from there.
Okay, on your. No, I don't know why I keep saying on your end step. Untap.
On my start step.
Draw. I'm going to play this. It's a forest. These foil treatments do not
Sorry,
work
so
well.
But they're so
That's
pretty.
really cool looking. Yeah.
No. Sometimes you get the right light and it is just like a void. You can't see anything. See?
Mhm.
All right. Let's see.
I would think
what
that's a
can I
swamp all
do?
the time, though, if I had it in my deck.
Right. Um. Hmm. What does this say?
Eating my lukewarm dinner.
All right. I am going to. I don't have a graveyard anymore. Every legendary spell, draw a card. Um. I'm gonna go combat. I'm gonna pay 1 and a black. This one. And I'm going to
What's up, Bran?
activate my black gate. So it's choose a player with the most life or tied for the most life. Target creature can't be blocked by creatures that player controls this turn. So I'm gonna choose my Arithmetes.
Whoa.
Nice.
Arithmetes.
Arithmetic?
Oh my god. My arithmetic. So and obviously I have to swing at Ash because Ash has most life.
Yeah,
So it
and I've
can't be
been
blocked
doing
by creatures you
needs, so.
control. And so I'm gonna go to combat. This is a bit of attack. Mill 3. All right. Ash, I'm swinging everything at you. So we've got a 2/2 zombie with Death Touch, the Rithmetes, which is unblockable, the 3/2 Urtai with Death Touch, Sidisi is a 3/3 with Death Touch, and the Nashi is 3/4 Menace Ward 1 Death Touch. So I have 2 attack triggers. So I'm gonna order them so Sidisi will go first. So I will mill 3. Mill 3. So land, Palantir. Oh, Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. You
Nice.
may put up. So, target creature planeswalker card from a graveyard. Can I get graveyard check again? I'm sorry.
So much.
You need legendary creatures?
Creature,
Is
creature or
Nashi?
planeswalkers
I
only.
thought Nashi was your own graveyard, not everyone else's.
No. I'm debating whether or not I want to cast Yawgmoths with Nashi's ability, and
I
Yawgmoth
have
lets me pull from an opponent's.
Shieldred, other Shieldred, this
Shieldred.
buddy, Necro Skitter, this dude you probably don't want, Preacher, Grey Merchant, Ravenous,
Gray Merchant.
Dread, Archfiend, Solemn, Guildsworn, Orcish Bowmasters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gray Merchant might be a good hit.
I think that might win the game for you. Right.
I have 5. I'm looking at. I should know exactly what Gray Merchant does by this point.
So
Gray
you,
Merchant of Alphabet.
Devotion to black.
so you'd
2
be,
pits.
and then you gain life based off of what I lose and what Cole
Yeah.
loses.
So that's pretty good. Okay, so I will do that. So the Sidisi triggered. I didn't hit any creatures. And then the Nashi. So I will exile the Yawgmoth. And then cast it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. So I'll choose the Gray Merchant. Let me just draw that
And
real
that
quick.
is a 2/4.
A 2/4. We'll use this blue pen because my black pen is dead. Sorry, 2/4 you said?
Yes.
You know,
And
you
your
can say something to
devotion
me.
is 7?
7. You
think.
can say something to me and I can repeat it, but sometimes I still miss what it is
Well, it's all
because my
good.
brain.
It's magic also. Lots of words don't always explain things. Okay, so I'm for sure getting 12 at my face, then another 7. So that's going to be 19. And then if I block, what's left hitting me that I could even block? 4
You have a
creatures?
3/4 menace, a 3/4 menace death touch, a 3/3 death touch, a 2/2 death touch, and a 3/2 death touch.
So one of them has menace.
I lose 7 life, and that does kill me. So that's me dying.
I think I die
Oh,
because one of them
4,
has
5.
menace. That means I have to block with 2. I guess there's the Blood Artist triggers.
Yeah, and then I have the meat hook is whenever a creature I control dies. Okay.
So maybe I might hold on just from the Blood Artist triggers. Let's think real quick.
Yep.
So I double block the, what do you call it? Your commander.
Oh, and I draw a card from the Reiki as well. Triggers. So the commander is the menace, is a 3/4.
Okay, so it's a 3/4, and then what else is there?
A 3/3, a 3/2, and a 2/2, and then the 12/12, obviously.
So how much damage would get through those? What I'm trying to get from you?
So you block with 2. How many blockers do you have left over after the menace
7.
block?
So then I have
Yep.
2 blockers left.
2 blockers left. So you block. Let's see, you block this. There's a 2/2, a 3/3, a 3/2.
Wait, how much is
so you would
Nashi
block
damage
2/3.
again? It's 3.
Is a 3/4.
Okay, so I think I would have to block whatever the highest damage is coming through. So I could take 3 and then
Yeah, I have
block.
3 at I have 3 3s and 1 2.
Okay, so I think I can live if I do this. So I block the zombie, the Sidisi, right? Because
Okay.
that's going to be 12 coming through automatically that I can't block.
Yeah.
Nashi
and so the
gets
zombie into DC is 5 damage off, and then you would have 6 damage left with 2 3/3s.
6 damage left with 2 3/3s, or just one
Yep.
3/3. What's this third 3/3 that you're talking about?
So DC is the first, then Nashi, and then Urtai.
So here's what I'm trying to get at. So I block 3, right? Then how
The
much
3
is
biggest?
3 biggest, not your commander,
Yep.
but your 3 biggest.
Then you get 3 coming through.
3 coming through. So then
Yep.
this would be 3 Blood Artist triggers that would happen.
You gain 3.
Gain 3. So I think I would be at 2 after that, or no? So good. I'm just gonna take the damage now so we can trigger it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the 12, right? And then combat damage happens with the other things. So these 3 die, right? And then
Yep.
your Nashi does 3 to me. So 1, 2, 3.
What are your blockers? What are their powers? I'm just
It's
wondering if
gonna
any of my
be
stuff dies.
2/1. It would be a 1/3 and a Blood Artist. That would.
Ash, you're at 0 right now, just so you know, on the display.
I got that. That's a. Before I die, I'll gain life. So I'm at negative
Do you
1
want
right
to
now.
do you want to block in a way that none of my stuff dies, so I don't have meat hook triggers? Because you could kill my zombie with one of your creatures if you
No,
want.
I'm gonna block that with my 0/1.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that's what happened. So then those 3 die here. Blood Artist
And
would
then-
trigger, and I would gain
3.
3. Because I think based on how you hold priority, the Blood Artist triggers resolve first. Then I'd have another trigger where my creatures are dealing -1 counters. So I'd have 3 insect tokens that I would create. Aira would trigger. I gain another 3 life, and you lose 3 more life from that.
Yeah. So I because of my meat hook, I essentially cancel out the first 3, and then I take the other 3.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's how that would resolve, because I believe that's how it does because of
I think
the
it is.
Blood Artist, right? Because if not, then I
'cause-
could, I think in theory, try to block something else with Aira, but
No, I think the Blood Artist triggers. Yeah, because like if somebody goes to 0 but they had lifelink, lifelink comes back. It's not like once you hit 0, you're gone. Like
Well, but the
resolve.
thing is that the lifelink triggers like on damage. The Blood Artist
Yeah,
is
that
a
is
trigger. And so if you go to 0, I'm not sure, but I do think you
because I think with how I played in Arena, where I've gone down to 0, but because my stuff resolves first on the stack.
Well, I guess with the dies trigger, actually, Cole may have a point because I'm thinking. So if the blood artist is when things die. So but the combat damage happens at the same time as the things dying. So the blood artist
And death is
would-
it goes to graveyard, so the damage happens before it goes.
So I
to
think the blood
graveyard.
artist, because I'm not priority, you have, or I'm not the active player. The blood artist triggers would resolve first. So I think I would still stay alive based on
I
when
think damage.
because
Well,
damage
damage would be dealt
S-
the same time the creatures die.
yeah, which triggers these
Put you
guys.
to 0. Let's.
Okay, very simple. We're gonna go into Arena real quick, and we're gonna recreate this entire board state, and then
Is there any
Let me Google
judges? Any judges?
judge.
Judge. But I'm pretty
I heard
sure
if you-
that's how it resolves.
Yeah, state-based actions. I think see you having lethal death. I know it's a big word
me-
to throw around.
Actually,
state-based.
hold on. Let me get Josh because Josh knows the rules. Let me mute. Before
Josh knows the rules.
Yeah,
That's
Blood
not
Artist has a
completely
triggered
fair.
ability that goes onto the stack after combat damage is dealt, and state-based actions are checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I think you would have to block not to die.
So I think I can still try to do something else. I'm gonna go back up to 2 just for the Aramidis attack
And I'm
thing
gonna
here.
gain my 3 again.
So so I think we would have the zombie.
Leonard Skinnet says, "I say everyone loses."
That's my brother.
Mhm.
So I think there's the zombie that still would have the blood artist, right?
Yep.
And then we have
Oh, Christopher Williams Googled it for us. Thank you. Yeah, once
the
you
artist triggers fall off the stack. Thank you, Christopher. Okay. So,
Zombie is blocked.
Okay. Spun stack to resolve. Okay. So I think we zombie block, right? So
This is my
blood
block
artist there. And then we have morbid opportunist goes in front of the next biggest thing, which is what?
pile. Either Urtai, Sidisi. We'll do Sidisi.
Okay. So DC.
The chat says Mario's the judge. Mario has to step in.
So I'm trying to think
Mario.
here, like,
Right.
if I can block and then sacrifice with Ayara to gain that life and gain another 2 life from Blood Artist. You know what I mean? Or not
you
2
can do
life.
Yeah.
but-
Well, yes, because Ayara. Yeah, you could just sack one of your blockers as well, and that damage won't get through.
yeah.
Ash
Though I
is
guess
just
if I
running
wanna-
through her mind palace of the comprehensive rules.
I'm
Right.
just trying to think here. So, okay. So then the next thing is Nashi that can block. Does Urtai do 3 damage as well?
Yep.
Okay. So those are both the same there. So we have 2 dudes blocked right now. Those 2 are off, right? Then 3 damage can still get through no matter what. So if the 3 damage, so I block the Urtai with this guy. I don't have another blocker currently. So I'm trying to think if I sacrifice then this buddy here, that gains me another 2 life. I would go down to 1 if I don't block Nashi.
Yeah, because Ayara gains you.
Gains me 1 when this dies, and then I would
And then the
drop,
blood artist.
or
Yep.
blood artist would be 2.
So you be at
and-
1 life.
It doesn't. The Ayara doesn't gain you a life off the death. Only the Blood Artist.
It says you lose 1 life and gain 1 life, right? Or I see what you're
Oh,
saying. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
on
never mind.
ETB,
Sorry, that's
yeah.
ETB. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Hold on. I still think if you do that, that dies.
so this dies.
Hey Cole, you remember when the stack used to be like, let's draw a card and eat 1 life?
So
Uh-huh.
block here.
Oh, the judges were
It's
working then.
3 there. How much damage? Still is 3. So there. Yeah, go to 0. I think then because I can't gain another
Yeah.
life.
I'm trying to look at. Oh, you're tapped out. I was gonna say you could use your
Try to make
invasion,
another
but
zombie. Okay,
I'll
I'll just say you got it. To because you gotta go to the airport and
this
stuff.
dies. That dies. Now I'm looking at your board, saying like, how can you?
How can you not lose?
That's Yeah, because the AR is the blood rush trigger, and then the
Well, if you sack something, you draw off the morbid opportunist. If you have
oh, that's
like,
true. Do you want to give that a I mean,
But,
oh
I
no,
mean,
you're
I
tapping.
don't. I mean, I would have to hit Deadly Relic, I guess. Here, let me put my
Right.
mana back.
I mean, that would be a god tier top deck.
Sure. 1, 2,
You watch. She's gonna hit Deadly Rollick, and then she's gonna go straight to her turn and be like, "Oh, look, board wipe."
I would lose my
I,
mind.
I would I would not be mad if
Okay.
she top six Daily Rollick. I will lose gracefully.
Meanwhile, Ken's parents are just wandering down I-4, trying to hitchhike any ride they can.
We have a couple hours. They're fine.
well, now I'm wondering too with this interaction, right? So combat damage
The-
is dealt.
Same thing. They go on the
Same thing?
stack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just do
Oh,
that.
hold
I'll
on, wait. I
Yes.
think, but if you sack with the AR, you get a bug back,
No,
so you will gain.
it has to have a -1 counter on it.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, so I'll just do that. We'll see if we get the
Top deck
top deck of the century.
the
I don't think I
century.
will. So I got Lethal Scheme, but then I also draw from the Encrypt Gas. Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
Can you Oh, that's so close. All right. Well, GG's.
GG's.
Good game.
Listen, that Yawgmoth file offering was an amazing top deck. When my graveyard went, I was like, oh no. My core doesn't even tap for mana anymore.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, that was
That's
a close one.
That was very close. That was fun though. And
Lethal Scheme.
thank you for
Yeah.
gifting my commander. You got it for me
Oh,
in
yeah.
Chicago.
That's our token memory card of
Hmm.
Magic on Chicago.
So
Yeah.
you're to
Aw.
blame. Oh, I mean, great gifting, Ken.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
totally didn't
well.
realize Yawgmoth was an infinite combo with that nest.
The only reason I know that is because people on Arena love to. Anytime someone plays Yawgmoth, I'm like, "There's a card that goes infinite." I can never remember what it is, but it was the that thing. But I mean, you can have them in there. It doesn't mean you have to go infinite with it. I would
Yeah.
have both of those cards in Massacre Girl no matter what because they're just perfect.
Yeah, good synergy. Well, heck, golly gee,
That was
thank you,
fun.
thank you, friends, for
Yeah.
coming on and sitting with us while our brains were rotting.
Agreed. Thanks for having us on.
Always. So let's do. Also, big thank you to the chat, but let's go through first and give a rundown of who we are, what we do, and where we can find you. And we will start with Cole this time.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm Cole from the Urcast with Corey. My handles are Love and Mana MTG on all sorts of socials like Instagram and Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you guys so much for having me on. That was kind of a shameful display with Lara Croft. So basically, that just means I have to come back sometime and get a chance to redeem myself. So
Obviously.
I'm setting up for the next game.
Absolutely.
That was a ton of fun. Good games all around. Great decks. I love the new Massacre Girl. That's a pretty nifty little wither there.
Yes,
Mhm.
Little Wither.
weathered the
That's her
wither.
nickname, is Little Wither.
Fair wither friends.
Fair withered
Alright.
friends. I like it.
Corey.
Yeah. Hey guys. First off, thanks for having us on. I'm Corey, also from the Urcast. You can find me at Sleevecard on most socials, or if you see a rustling in Ken's bushes in the front yard, sometimes I'm there as well. I'd like to think
What people
that
do in
I brought Kaervek and I shone, like, I burned bright for half a second, like Ken dreaming about Pedro Pascal. I had a slight spark, brought the heat, and then I fizzled away into nothing.
You shone bright like a diamond, and we appreciate you for that.
That's me. But yeah,
Alright.
you can check both of us out when you're done checking both of these two out, I guess.
Absolutely. And also, if you check out the Urcast, you'll probably hear some familiar voices because both Ashley and I have been guests on the Urcast. So go check out those episodes and give them some love and support. Yes, Florida Man is, in fact, Corey.
That's
News.
me.
The news is out. The mystery
I don't
solved.
show my
Florida
face.
Man.
I don't have a face cam because there's never been a good photo of Bigfoot.
And also, we want to say a big thank you to the chat for hanging out with us. I know usually we try and get 2 games in. Kind of as we mentioned earlier tonight, I am actually heading in about an hour or so to the airport to pick up my parents. Who am I? What am I doing with that? I should be playing Magic. But instead, I'm going to spend some time with the family. But as always, we absolutely love you guys coming and hanging out with us and spending your Friday night. We cannot thank you enough for that. Ashley, do you have any fun parting words for the chat?
Have a good Friday, I guess.
Nice.
Thanks for hanging out. Again, sorry it was a shorter one, but we are going to be more consistent with our streams on Fridays. So we're going to aim for every other Friday. So I don't know. Dates real quick. Let me look it up.
Yeah, April
19th
19.
will be the next one. And yeah, we'll be playing some more games there. And I will eventually try to stream more consistently through Arena as well. But most of my time is spent editing. We'll see. So thanks all for tuning in for the shenanigans. But yeah,
Yes, thank you. All right.
with that.
Oh, we forgot to say have a good clean game.
Oh, crap.
Dang it.
Well, it wasn't a clean game. It was gross.
It was grimy.
It's great.
Grimy games.
Oh, man.
All right. Good
Well,
night,
on that
everyone.
note, friends, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you all have a beautiful weekend. And farewell. Bye-bye now.
Bye.